Welcome back to Dave and HD, everybody. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. So, if you guys watched my last video, I teased this box. I kind of showed an overview of what's inside. But today, I'm actually going to take the parts out. I'm going to reveal to you what it is. And then I'm going to talk about each part and basically what I'm going to be doing to the Hellcat. So first off, I want to say that initially I wasn't planning on doing any performance modifications to the Hellcat. Probably for maybe another year or two. I was going to keep it stock performance wise, and I was just going to do more cosmetic exterior type things. And I was actually in the process of getting it wrapped, and then I was going to go with a company called Injector. And I was looking at their wraps, and then I saw that they were going to be releasing some different colors come SEMA time. So I was like, okay, well, I'm not going to jump on a new color now, spend all this money, and then they come up with some crazy color that I want. So I'll wait till SEMA, which happens to be this week, to see if they were going to come up with any crazy colors or anything like that. So during that time, you know, just going on, doing some research, and saw a couple Mopars around on different car meets and things like that. I don't know, I started doing some research on, you know, a mild performance, what would it look like, right? And then I talked to some guys that, you know, basically installed the parts, tuned the Hellcats, all this stuff. And this is what we came up with. This is what you would consider, and I think even HHP, most of the parts, I probably have one or two extra things, but this is what they would consider a stage 1 kit. And stage 1 is kind of very mild, should make about 80 to 100-ish horsepower with a tune. So that's what I'm looking for. I also want to, you know, get some responsiveness, so on and so forth. So let's go ahead and let's dive right in. So first off, let's see what we have here. All right, so first thing is I got some ID1050s. So why I went with IDs, there was an option of either doing Demon injectors, which I believe are 770s, but the Demon injectors, I felt that this setup could have did well with the Demon injectors, but you know how it is when you mod something, you want to, you know, do some more stuff, so later on, so I might, you know, want to do E85, all that stuff. Right now I didn't want to do all that E85 because I didn't want to do another fuel pump right now and doing all that stuff. So I went with these because these allow me some flexibility, and where I feel like I'm not, you know, maxing them out if I got the 770. So I got the 1050s from ID. So that's what the injectors look like. Fuel injectors. You got the plugs and stuff in here. So number 1, fuel injectors. All right. I didn't unwrap this, but this is a from HHP. This is the 180-degree thermostat that replaces the, I want to say it's a 220 or 200 one that's come stock on the Hellcat. This thermostat basically, it allows, you know, it to cool itself off a lot sooner instead of at 200 degrees or 220, I think it is. So the 180 thermostat, I got that. And let's see here, what is this? So from my installer, this was something that was recommended. So he wanted me to get another crankshaft bolt, right? And I could have just went with the straight Hellcat one, but he recommended it if I can get it, which was only a couple dollars more, get the Demon crankshaft bolt. So got that. which fits on the Hellcat. Okay, so this one I think is pretty cool. So this is the, I want to say it correctly, so I got, all right, this is the force induction interchiller blower spacer and thermal blanket. So here is the spacer, which is actually a lot better than the stock one. And this allows for more airflow into the supercharger. And this is the thermal blanket. Spacer parts. All right, so this thermal blanket, it fits right inside the supercharger. So take the lid off, put the spacers on, then you put this blanket basically inside the supercharger. Okay, let me put everything back. And then it will just, you know, reduce heat. You know, the hotter the supercharger gets, the faster you start losing power. So, or it starts reducing power. Okay, so FI, interchiller, thermal blanket, and spacer. And that was a recommendation from my installer. He actually has it on his Hellcat. So let's see here. I got the crank pin kit. So I am going to be pinning my crank. It was recommended by the installer. So we don't get any slippage or any damage to the Hellcat. So crank pinning kit. All right, and then this right here, HD belt. And then right here we have the Litens HellRaiser 285 pulley. So this is the HellRaiser 285 pulley, which should increase the boost to around 15 to 16 pounds, which obviously, you know, is going to create more power. So the reason why I went with 285, so like I mentioned, I'm trying to keep this kind of mild. If I went with a smaller pulley, I would have had to get more fuel in there, so I would have had to go with a bigger fuel pump, double pump, stuff like that. So I decided to keep it kind of mild. 100 horsepower is not very mild, but it's mild enough because the Hellcat makes power. So and then Litens actually recommends to use this belt. I was gonna get the green belt. I might still have time to get the green belt, but I think it's more for aesthetics. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. This is the HD belt, and it's in black, and it's recommended by Litens, so that's what I went with. And then to help protect it, I went with Per4mance Development. Start putting some of this stuff back. Rear diff brace. This bad boy is heavy duty, and this is to protect the car during hard launches. It also should make the car a little bit more stable on load. There's a lot more parts to this, but I just picked up the main part. Look how thick this is. This thing is heavy duty. I'll probably install this, I don't know, a couple days. I'll probably do it before I take it to get everything installed. I could just do this here in the house. But yeah, so that's everything that I picked up. Okay, so reasons why I did this. So I want a little bit more responsiveness. So as far as tuning, I have a local tuner that tunes Hellcats that will be tuning the car. Even though I have thought about going through HHP, another reason why besides the HHP situation. But another reason why I'm also adding power is there's a possibility, hopefully, that I'll be moving for work in the summer to somewhere a lot hotter than here. If you don't know, I live in Washington State. Right now we're in that rain season, which is going to last the next 7-8 months, where it's going to rain almost every day, and it's just a horrible environment to, you know, to even drive the car stock. So me adding all this power, doing all this stuff, that's why I haven't really gone to a very aggressive tire yet. So more to follow on that, but that's why now I'm adding power, because there is a great, about 75% chance that I will be moving in the summer to a very hotter climate, drier climate, I should say. So I'm excited about that. So that's why I'm going to do this stuff here. But as far as the HHP, so I am thinking about going with HHP, just because if I do get the car tuned here, he is going to get it unlocked. The ECU, the PCM is going to be unlocked, and he will be tuning it. But if I'm going to be moving, do I want to rely on somebody that's here in Washington to, you know, do something over the mail, or I could go with HHP, where, you know, been there, done that. So more to follow on that. I still have time. I'm still waiting for my PCM to come back, so I might just go ahead and just do that, install the stuff with the installer who actually works at Dodge. So that's a pretty cool thing. I'm gonna be doing it at the dealership for service, right? So that's pretty cool. So if you guys got any questions on any of the parts, I got everything through HHP. I'll link everything in the bio. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. But more stuff to follow. It's about to be Black Friday season, and I've been waiting till Black Friday to, you know, get my order in for Billet Technologies. So hopefully they have a great sale, because, you know, I was gonna put in an order during the summer, and somebody told me, hey, wait till Black Friday time, because they do like 40 to 50% off. So, you know, me trying to order a whole bunch of pieces, that could save me, you know, $800 to $900. So I just waited, and so we'll see more with that. But as far as after I do these modifications, I'm still probably gonna get the car wrapped, but it's probably gonna be more towards February, March time frame. Pretty good installer here locally to myself, so I'm looking forward to that. So if you guys got any questions with any of the parts, any of the stuff, let me know, and I should hopefully be getting this stuff done right around Thanksgiving. If not Thanksgiving, then like the first, second week of December, because it all depends on the tuning. So right now the tuner's out of town, so that's why I haven't rushed to get this stuff installed. So he's out of town and on business. So once he comes back, then I'll, you know, get this stuff installed and then go straight to the dyno to get it tuned. So with that being said, stay tuned, stay safe, stay blessed.